Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gist Nexus, where you get all around entertainment gist. Okay, so today, before we go to the video of the day, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so back to the video of the day.
Guys, like watching Nigerian movie doesn't get me emotional. Like, if you tell me, say I go watch Nigerian movie, cry, I go tell you say na lie. But you see this movie, Broken Hallelujah by Bimbo Ademoye, guys, whoa! If you've not watched this movie, after this review, quickly rush down to Bimbo Ademoye TV and watch this movie because there are a lot of lessons to be learned for intending couples, for people that are already in the marriage, for people that are looking for kids, for people that are barren, for people that are not even barren. There are a lot of lessons to be learned for everybody, both male and female. And guys, I was watching this movie and I was like, wow. And you all know that normally, like when you see Daniel Etim and Bimbo Ademoye, like these two people in one movie, like they have this chemistry together when they are acting. And guys, when you see two of them on a poster, you guys supposed to know someone a banger they bring. So guys, let me just give you a quick review of this movie and what I learned from watching it, because guys, there were a lot of lessons to learn from this movie. So the movie started off as Dia, with Dia. Dia is Bimbo Ademoye's role. She played an orphan girl that was raised by her grandmother in a village setting, not in Lagos. So she grew up in a church setting because the movie started off with her getting baptized by the church. She was a church girl. She knew she was very spiritual and all that. So she grew up in church and she had a crush on the church drummer who is Okudili. I think she was around 7 or 6 years old when she had a crush, because you all know that no man, when you guys are small, there's this guy in your neighborhood that you like, and she actually had a crush on the church drummer who is also a child. So yeah, then for a while, like our grandmother used to teach her, then the grandmother used to give the whole Tales by Moonlight stories to the children of the community. So after she was done with secondary school, her grandmother died and she was left alone, because I said earlier that she's an orphan. But the pastor was still in her life because the pastor's daughter was her best friend. So she went for service, she came back to the village and she saw her crush all grown up. That's Okudili, which she fondly calls Ndidi. So he was actually a fashion designer. He does clothes. So she met him in the pastor's house, measuring him for the pastor's party, and she looked at him and she was like, look at my crush, looking so fine and all that. So from there on, that's how Bimbo Sha started working at the pastor's office while Kudili was doing his own thing as a fashion designer. It was good, very good and all that. Then at some point when the pastor actually had his birthday party, Bimbo did not have any clothes to wear, so the pastor's wife gave her a dress to wear, and it made the Okudili too. I was just laughing at her like, which kind of way came Mary Amaka clothes you wear and all that, and that actually got her very angry. Like, I imagine your crush now, somebody where you prep, look fine for the person on the course, like he did not appreciate it. So Okudili now sensed that she was actually angry at him. He took some clothes to her and they started becoming friends, and that's when their love story started. So they started becoming close from friendship before they entered relationship, and the thing was blossoming fine. Tragedy struck when Okudili's shop was burnt by some thugs in the neighborhood, and he decided to move to Lagos to, like, for greener pastures. And she was like, okay, fine, I love you, but then again, go, if you love somebody, let him go and all that. So at first, when Okudili went to Lagos, they were talking, and for a while, they lost contact, and she was like, what's going on? Like, she now became alone again because she was an orphan and there was nobody else again. So it took a while, and then finally Okudili came back and he proposed to her and they got married and they moved to Lagos. Okudili became very successful as a fashion designer in Lagos, and everything was just perfect. Like, they had the whole smooth and sweet fairy tale lifestyle. Like, there was money, there was love, there was God, there was everything. Okay, so they had the plan that, okay, fine, like in our first year of marriage, we're not going to have any kids. Let us enjoy ourselves. Then after the 1 year anniversary, you're like, okay, yeah, this is time for us to start making babies. Oh, guys, that was when the trial started. Almost they were doing nothing, and they were, at some point they started getting frustrated, but then as Christians they were still praying that God, your will will be done and all that. And guys, one of the parts that actually got me touched was when Bimbo dressed as a miracle, like she put clothes in her tummy and she was praying for the fruit of the womb, and the husband came and he knelt down and he held her tummy and he was prophesying and he was praying. I was like, God. Then after that, guys, they were still trying 6 years down the line, no baby, no miscarriage, nothing. They tried IVF. IVF did not work. At some point, she said she had issues, like some medical issues, that when she wanted to go and pee, like it was war, the husband followed her to the toilet, the way she was struggling to wee. And after that, like the thing broke him and he went to the room and he was crying. I was telling God, God, please don't let this temptation take this girl away. She's suffering too much. She's in a lot of pain. If so that she must go through this pain, let me carry the pain for her. She cannot bear it. He was just crying and everything got emotional. And I was like, hey, guys, like that part got me. I almost cried. Then after that, at some point, Okudu leaders did his mother was around. She brought some concussion for the wife to take, and the husband told her, you should not take it, blah, 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 because he didn't want that. But at some point, she took it, not until we now found out that she was pregnant. She did the whole pregnancy strip thing and showed that she was pregnant. She was happy. And when she slept that night, she had a dream. And her grandmother spoke to her, Dia wants to do what Dia wants to do. And she woke up and she told to Okudili, she was like, Didi, let's go to the hospital, let's go to the hospital. So that's how they went to the hospital to do scan, and they did scan, and the doctors were like, the scan shows that there's nothing in her womb, but her HCG level is high. Maybe because she has taken some things that actually got the pregnancy hormone up, like it boosted it, but there's no pregnancy. And she now told him that, yeah, that the mother gave her some concussions and all that. And Uli just vexed and he went home. He said, yeah, Mama, you're going home, leave my house. Why would you give my wife concussion and all that? He got angry and he left. So guys, Okutili had a business partner who is actually a wayward person. He had a lot of baby mamas and all that, and he was trying to like push Okudili to a woman, one of their clients. So that night when they had their fight, that's how Okudili now went out. But he came back and he saw his wife and he was like, okay, so guys, there are a lot of temptations in the movie. Like, could he had a temptation with one of his clients, but thankfully he did not fall. So at some point, Bimbo got so tired. She was not going to church. She was not having sex with her husband again. Like, what is the point of this sex? Like, for the past 6 years, nothing is coming out. Like, I am tired. Why are you with me? I can't give you child. Leave me. And at some point, she looked at him and she was like, guy, we need space. Let's just refigure ourselves and all that. That's how she left her husband and she went back to her grandma's house to just like be on her own. And before that, there's one time she had a client because she's doing makeup. She does makeup for a living. She went to Ikorodu and she met one old woman that the woman gave her baby things and she was like, I don't need it. And at some point, like she gave the gifts out. So when she went to her grandmother's place, and she went to her grandmother's place to just get off the marriage because she was tired. Imagine like more than 7 years, no issue, nothing. So she was like, yeah, more like, let me just restart my life, connect to God and all that. So she went there and her clients called her, okay, these people in Ikorodu want you and all that. So when she went there, the old lady saw her again and the other lady gave her some shots and was like, don't give this out again. You will still need it. So guys, well, after she went to Ikorodu, she now thought about a lot of things and she then said like, well, more, I miss my husband and all that. She called him and they reconnected and they started living their life. Like she had a orphanage, no, like she had a foundation where she takes care of kids and all that. So she had come to the realization that, okay, fine, if I'm not going to have kids, I'm not going to have kids, but I have people around me. Let me just live my life. My husband loves me and all that. So why she came to terms with the fact that, okay, fine, if God does not want me to bear kids, I will live with it. So why she came in terms with that, that's when the miracle happened. So she was sick and she went to the hospital. She thought it was malaria, but then again, guys, So she went to the hospital for the blood test and she told the doctors that, okay, fine, you guys should just send the result to my husband and all that. So when the husband got the result and he showed it to her, like, you're pregnant. And, guys, like, that part was so sweet. Like, Imagine something you've been waiting for a long while, and at some point you gave up on it, and God just surprised you. It's like, oh, I am the God who perfects all things. So, guys, that's how she got pregnant. And when they went for a scan, they saw that it was twins. But then again, guys, there was another shocker. On the delivery day, when she was supposed to go and deliver, she went and 3 babies came out. They said one was hiding, and guys, that was the miracle. Like, imagine you having to wait for more than 7 years, and when God will do it, he did it the way he normally shows up. Because when God wants to show up, he shows up big. I'll be like, okay, I'll give you double for all your troubles, for all the time you had to wait. I will compensate you for that. So, guys, like, this movie was a lot. So, for those of you that are waiting on God for something, one thing or the other, that you've been going at it for a long while, and at some point you feel like God is never going to answer, guys, think again, because when God sit down on top of your matter, like, God's timing is the best. You might think like, okay, I want this thing, no, 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 no. And God's like, no, I'm not going to give you now, because I want to give you the best. So just wait. So whatever you're trusting God for, trust me, He has you in mind. And when the time comes, it's going to surprise you. So, guys, what are your thoughts about this movie? Have you watched it? If you watch it, what parts did you enjoy watching? And if you've not, quickly rush down to Bimbo Ademoye TV on YouTube and watch this movie, Broken Hallelujah. And after watching, come back to the comment section and hit the comments. Let me hear what you have to say about this movie. Because for me, this movie is 100 over 10. It's not all about entertainment. It's not about, I enjoyed watching it. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from this movie. And if you connect spiritually, you will know this movie deep. There are a lot of things to pick up from this movie. So, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more gist. Love you all till I come back again. See you all in my next video. Bye for now, guys.